It doesn't get much better than college football Saturday. Right here, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that is where all the attention is today here on College Football Today. J-Rod. Here in our studios. Big game today. Alabama, LSU. You know how big it is. Here on SN College Football Today. What a game they've got for us in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Like, we haven't had much good college football in the last few weeks. We get number 1 Alabama, number 3 LSU today. And it should be a very good game. Now, the thing is, LSU, not the only big win that they have is against Georgia. Alabama doesn't have any big wins yet. They did beat Texas A&M earlier this season. Other action around the country. Michigan State and Maryland to open up today on ESPN 2. Neither team ranked, but of course Michigan State and Maryland is a good matchup. Two teams that are very close to each other in skill level. Then, of course, Penn State and Michigan. ESPN 2, 4:45 p.m. Central Time. That should be a very good game. We'll see if Trace McSorley can put on a show for the second consecutive week. Or will the big house erupt today at 2:45 on ESPN. And then today on CBS, Georgia and Kentucky. SEC East winner will be decided today on CBS. It's the road to the college football playoff. Really shaping up. Today it's number 1 Alabama, number 3 LSU. Which will be a very good matchup, as we all know. Next week, we've got Mississippi State and Alabama. Another SEC game next week. Michigan State also against Ohio State next week, which should be a good one as well. Assuming that Michigan State can get a win today against Maryland. And Ohio State gets a win against whoever they're playing. Ohio State is Nebraska today, which is on Fox, coming up at 11 a.m. Central Time. Time to get our picks for the day, presented by Corridor Technology Solutions. J.W. absent. JW likes being absent. Yeah, let's get the picks in real quick here today. Last night, JW plus another few points. JW plus 1 last night because even Montez sucks. Texas A&M and Auburn open today on ESPN. I'm going to go with Auburn. I like them at home. Very good matchup there. Michigan State and Maryland. I'm going to go Michigan State. Even though Maryland coming out the DJ Durkin firing this week, I still think Michigan State go in there and get the win. Oklahoma State and Baylor. I'm going to go Oklahoma State. Baylor absolutely obliterated last week. Not going to be any better this week. Nebraska and Ohio State. I'm going to go with Ohio State. Buckeyes are clearly better than the Huskers this season. They've proven that many, many times. We got South Carolina and Ole Miss. I'm going to go South Carolina. Louisville and Clemson. I'm going to go with Clemson. Iowa State and Kansas. With Iowa State. Westford. We're going to get to these two games later. Iowa, Purdue. ESPN 2. I'm going to go with Iowa on the road. I think they can get it done. Florida State and NC State. I'm going to go with NC State. NC State trying to rebound off two big losses on the year. Minnesota and Illinois. I'm going to go with Minnesota on the road. I like PJ Fleck's philosophy. They did pick up a few losses earlier, but Illinois is absolutely a terrible football team. Minnesota on the road. I've got them. Kansas State, TCU. I'm going to go with Kansas State today. I believe in their squad to get a victory again today. Missouri and Florida. I'm going to go with Florida. Florida off another loss to yeah, we got to get more picks in than what we have. We got Duke and Miami. A few years ago, they had a legendary matchup. I think Miami's going to get it done today. Good football team there, but a lot of struggles earlier this season. Houston, SMU, easy game. Houston, Notre Dame, and Northwestern tonight on ESPN. Must-see football. I'm going to go with Notre Dame on the road. Should be interesting to see Northwestern. We saw them early in the season against Purdue, and that was a good football game on opening night for Big Ten. UCLA and Oregon. Oregon just going to come back. Oregon off a few losses. UCLA off a few wins. Oregon's going to get it done. Oklahoma and Texas Tech. I'm going to go with Oklahoma on the road against Texas Tech. Oklahoma, an amazing football team. We'll get it done once again. Stanford, Washington. Because Washington. Washington struggled. I believe in Washington's coach is better. Stanford also struggling. Stanford's going to pay once again here on this Saturday. BYU at Boise State. I've got Boise State at home. Cal and Washington State. I'm going to go with Washington State. But it will be an interesting late-night college football in the Pac-12. In that one, Utah State and Hawaii. I've got Utah State on the road. So JW might be minus some points for not getting his games in. We got the Golden Games now. And let's see. Let's have... We'll start with the Big 12 with West Virginia and Texas, and I've got Texas on the road. Or at home, rather. I've got them getting the victory. Georgia and Kentucky in the SEC. I'm going to go with Georgia. Georgia's clearly a good football team. Beating them all year long. Beating people up, but they did have a loss to LSU on the road in Baton Rouge. Penn State and Michigan. I'm going to go with Michigan. Another great crowd in college football. I think they are legit this year. Michigan is. And they're the big one. The granddaddy of them all. The granddaddy of them all. Alabama and LSU today at 7 p.m. on CBS. I think Alabama's going to win on the road. Will be a great football game. As it always is. Tonight on CBS, 7 p.m. Central Time. You have been watching SN College Football Today, presented by Quarter Technology Solutions. Next week, we'll be back. Big-time games next week include, we've got Michigan State against Ohio State, as well as the aforementioned Mississippi State and Alabama. Again, that's all coming up next week on SN College Football Today. So that'll do it for all of us here in our studios. Again, our big slate of games. Michigan State, Maryland, coming up ESPN 2, 11 a.m. Central Time. West Virginia, Texas, that's coming up on Fox at 2:30. Also at 2:30, we've got Georgia and Kentucky on CBS. At 2:45, we've got Penn State and Michigan on ESPN. And then in prime time, you don't want to miss a thing. Number 4 Notre Dame at Northwestern. And then at 7, it's Alabama and LSU on CBS. Don't miss a full day of action here on Week 10. Thank you for tuning on into SN College Football Today. Week number 10. Of course, another week coming up next week. We will be back for that one. We get even closer to Championship Sunday. Alabama an opportunity to close out the SEC West. Back in a moment. Or back to next Saturday. Till then, I'm Jay Rod saying so long. Peace out.